this every week, but when we do, all eyes are focused. A top 10 matchup, playoff expectations becoming a storyline, and the stakes are soaring in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Rolling the... To bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. From the gun, running back on the move.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. To the air, it's Simpson. Caught close to the marker, it's Horton. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Miller. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Quick step and go. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. He wants to throw it again. Grab near the sticks. It's Bernard. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. In the opening drive,
and the defense on him, and he will go down, sacked on the 2-point try. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these...
It's a running room. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll try to get outside. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Simpson. Skips away from pressure. With the catch, it's Miller. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
On the option, he'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Bama! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They get it into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Virgil. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. The Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
And the Red Raiders are on the move. The give is to Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the tight end. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Morton. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using the quick game. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. They want to throw it. Under fire. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. They march 78 yards down the field. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect this rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
And that's the problem when you're living in second and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field to take a shot deep. You hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll leave it with him. Makes it past the marker. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The short hands, it's Bernard. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Wide open downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field.
And he's got it. Touchdown tie.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Carter. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Looking to fire. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
The give out of the gun. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
That's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a third and long is a different animal. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Pulls it in. It's Virgil. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Red Raiders will try to convert on fourth down. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Miller. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
That's caught. It's Miller. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. They'll put it in play from the 40 on first and 10. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Horton. Turning it on. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to throw. Back swinging for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He gets it in there for the two-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Morton. Finds the tight end. It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Looking downfield on first down.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you try to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Off the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch down the right side. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. We're just about ready to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second.
There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Red Raider. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. To throw, it's Simpson. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Williams. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Trying to burn this defensive back. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end pursuit here. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Virgil. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute...
And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Cuevas.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That's caught. It's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. On first down from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Grabbed in the middle, it's Douglas. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession.
Man, did they catch a break. The wide receiver, you could tell, man, trying to fight for extra yards after the catch. Coughs it up, but what do you know? Bounces right back to him, and he says, yes, please, I will take that.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin. playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you drop back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here comes that Alabama offense. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A shot toward the end zone, and it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Finds his tight end. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Quickly complete. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bama! And that one will give them the lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Off play action. He'll pull it down on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. just a short pass to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're
Turning it on! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting their receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sure hands, it's Eakin. Shakes off the defender.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside and out wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Dickey. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And he's brought down after a nice game. Sometimes you'll hear guys derisively say, well, he just piles up numbers. When the number gets close to 450, that's worth doing.
And that's why they throw it as much as they do, because they've got a difference maker playing the quarterback position. He gives them a chance to be explosive and light up the scoreboard.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the ground, it's Dickey. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. Here comes the heat. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in third and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well.
Touchdown, Red Raider! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He will be stopped short, and we are still tied here in the 4th. I can't imagine why they didn't just kick it and take the lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Quickly to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Here's the pressure. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Miller. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They tied it up with a touchdown drive. Got some good work from there. Trying to take it back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push push up front and go get positive yardage.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the back. There he goes. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Wide open spaces. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raider. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely can.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game.
Looking deep down the right